Hi, I'm Joanne, Cary. Welcome back to Embodied Soul Podcast, a multidimensional space intended to support you in mastering living, being, and thriving as the embodied soul you are. As you may hear in the background, I'm back at the beach today, and of course, another episode called to be brought through. And this one is going to be a little bit different. What I've been bringing through so far are those lessons that are fully integrated, that have really changed my life. And this week's episode is really, I'm going to talk about a process that I'm going through right now, what I'm experiencing, what I'm being called to do. And because I'm experiencing it and they're calling for me to bring it through, I suspect it's going to apply to a number of you, if not immediately, in the near future. And so if you are ready to join me on this little adventure, please pull up a comfy chair, invite in your soul, and be open to receive exactly what you need to live, be, and thrive as the embodied soul you are. So what I want to get into is what's been going on over the past few weeks. And it has been like we have passed a critical juncture. We have passed a critical milestone as humanity, and I know that I have personally. And what this has resulted in is a much more open and clear third eye. And this is meaning much more clear dream work, much more clear guidance in such a way with my team that I will ask a question and almost immediately the results show up either very directly spelled out in my dreams, very directly showing up in movies, in messages, in YouTube videos, just so incredibly timed, sometime in as few as a minute. I will all of a sudden be shown just the wink from the universe, the guidance from the universe on the next step. This all sounds really great, and it's exactly what I've been wanting. It's exactly what I've been asking for, and I know a lot of my community members have been asking for it too. And there's a bit of a catch that I am discovering, if you want to call it that. It's all part of the process, and it's all perfectly timed. And I think that's something I would love for you to hold loosely in your mind as I share what's been happening and what I would guide you to just place gently in your awareness to hold on to through the experiences you're having now and those you're going to experience in the next weeks, and I would say even the next few months. So what I've been noticing and experiencing is much more of a bleed through of past and present times, past and present incarnations, and dimensional realities in terms of galactic and star lifetimes, and how all of our different lifetimes, because there's only one now moment. Every single thing happening is happening now, even though our linear programmed brains have a difficult time understanding that there is only one now moment, the eternal now moment, and everything is happening now, and every reality, every incarnation, every timeline is just a membrane, a fine, thin hair width, like the outside of a bubble that you've maybe blown. You can see through it. It's so transparent. So everything is happening now, and what we are being shown, or what I am being shown in my experience, is the interconnection and interplay between all of our lifetimes across all timeline, space, and dimensions. And it's a bit mind-blowing in a lot of ways. And in particular, I have been shown things that have called me into fear, that have caused an intrinsic cellular level reaction and response in my physicality to what I'm seeing and experiencing. And that is why I think they want me to bring this through, because I started to wonder, like, is this really true? Is what I'm seeing really happening across timelines? It's nothing that I had experienced before, and I very much believe now that I was being protected or guarded or sheltered or veiled from certain images, from certain scenes, from certain themes that we're experiencing in the whole experience. And through some of the dreams, since as far as I remember back from when I started to remember my dreams, there have been very specific times where the visualizations go from absolutely perfectly 100% crystal clear to being darkened, to being impressions, to being sense feel. And I began to notice over the past 5 or 6 years that even when I was lucid in my dreams and I would say, like, let me see it clearer, turn on the lights. I asked all the ways that I could think of to get them to show it to me. What I could tell was there, but that I was not able to see or feel in my body. I now fully understand why they didn't show it to me then, and why they're still obscuring very specific scenes, threads, experiences from me. And it came up to a question I was asking last night around why now, right? Like, why is this happening now? And I think it's because we've just passed this critical watershed moment of reality where everything is changing. We've hit that critical exponential curve upwards where things are accelerating so fast that we're opening. Our light is showing it. And that's exactly what my guides were sharing with me as I was talking with them last night, which is there's nothing wrong with what's happening now. And I think this is when you apply it to your own life. And when I even thought myself, it's like, how is my vibration doing? What am I calling in that's bringing these scenes, these episodes, these worlds, these lives into my experience? If like attracts like, right? And they said very clearly and so precisely that there's absolutely nothing wrong. You're not being shown these things because you're in low vibration. You're being shown them because your light is now at a level that you can handle it, that you can hold it, that you can stabilize it, and that you are alchemical, that you are now able to change what is happening around you across all timeline, space, and dimensions by the light that I hold right now and anchor and form right now. And this is not special to me. This is where each of us gets as we hold more light, as we do the work, as we follow the practices, as we align all the teachings that I've taught in Embodied Soul so far. If you apply these things to your life will change. You will increase in vibration, in tone and frequency. You will lift to the higher octaves, and you will be anchoring the light into your lived experience, into the earth herself, and into the collective humanity, and beyond that, the cosmic collective. So, all of that said, how does this really apply to you? What are the lessons that you get to look forward to? What are the things you get to have in your awareness as you walk forward in the days to come, as you reflect on the moment-to-moment experiences? Because remember, this is not about going back and trying to dig it out. This is not about trying to figure it out. This is being very present and living your life in the moment that you're in from the highest level frequency that you can, making the highest level choices that you can, in order to see, be very aware of, and make very conscious choices about how you are going to live your life, that now moment, because your choices matter not just for this incarnation that you're living, but it impacts all of your incarnations. There is an infinity loop, a ripple that goes back and forth across all time, space, and dimensions. Many of you know this, but it is broader, it is vaster, it is bigger than I was led to believe. And so, all of those things are very critical. And beyond that, as the outside world is reflecting the shifts and changes that we're undergoing in our internal consciousness, you will be called into fear. The things that you see, the bleed-throughs that you may experience, the outward pictured reality experiences you may have, may call you into fear in any one of its faces. And pretty much everything is fear if it's not love. So, very important to remind yourself to first of all be very aware of what it is that you're feeling in any moment. What is it that you're experiencing, that you're feeling within your side of your cells, your body? How is it feeling? Is it contracting? Is it feeling expansive? Is it judging, complaining, worrying, fearful, all of the things? And when you notice yourself shrinking, when you notice yourself dimming your light, when you notice yourself going into fear, when you notice yourself responding in a way that you know is not for your highest, because of something that you've seen, experienced, heard, saw in your nighttime, even just woke up feeling, because many people aren't remembering their dreams yet, to take a deep breath, to drop down through your intention into your heart space, to see your roots growing down into the earth, to see yourself as that expanded being of light that you are, that is massive, that it is vast, that it is wise, that it remembers who it is, that it knows that it is a masterful creator being. And from that higher level space, inquire as to what is true. Remind yourself that the only reason you're seeing this now is that you can hold it, that your light is strong enough, that you have prepared for this. And this will take some practice. And I tell you, you are also going to be presented with opportunities to step into the darkness using the intention that I think I said on episode 2, that you're only open to those energies and that information that are for your highest good in the perfect amounts needed for your healing and evolution at this time, coupled with aligning your frequency to the very highest you can in the moment that you're in, and then making the step into the unknown, making the step into that place that you're called that may not seem like it is of the highest. And it might just be a movie that you're watching. And as an example, from last night, I made the very conscious choice based on some symbolism I had seen in my dreamscape to watch a movie called The Death of a Unicorn. It was not easy on my system to watch that movie, but I knew that whatever I was feeling needed to be felt in order to transmute what was so deep and intrinsically stuck in the cells of my body. And I consciously asked when I was feeling it, when I felt the anger for humanity, when I felt the anger for human constructs and greed, when I felt the anger for people hurting animals and wildlife and all of the things that have been a part of my whole life lived, coming up here. And I knew within every cell of my body that this was my chance to transmute it, to allow it to release, like the waves pouring in right now, flowing through my body, allow it to release from my cellular structure. Because this is the time. I chose to watch something that I knew was going to be uncomfortable, but I did it from the high alignment. I did it from the high choice. I did it in high awareness to be watchful for what I felt, what I experienced, how it tied to what I was being guided to experience and to see, to acknowledge, to transmute, to alchemize. And as you do that, as I did it for me, I know that that goes out and it codes the human collective. It gives other people the codes and abilities to do that too. That's you. In your own way, in your own unique way, based on your own unique experiences, your own unique traumas, your own unique soul path. Every single one of us, a unique piece of this human collective puzzle. And you're needed now. So wherever you are in your path, however you've come across this video, take what resonates with you now. Hold gently the awarenesses that I've shared here in terms of walking your life going forward. Knowing that you are safe, that the reason you're seeing anything that you're seeing is because you're prepared for it, that your light is strong enough, and that you're there to help transmute it, both for yourself and for everybody else. We're called to joy. I saw, this is just a side story, but related around preparation. I have seen my soul in my liminal space doing trial after trial after trial after trial after trial after trial, where my soul would be working and planning and studying, and then would jump into the real world dimension, come back out and go, nope. Go back in, come back out, go, nope. And I take that to heart because my soul has prepared for this time, which means I am prepared for this time. And there is no such thing as failure. There is no such thing as it being a mistake. My soul was joyful through all of it, looking excited and happy. That's how we get to be. We get to understand that we may not get what we think is the preferred outcome right away. We may not get the desired manifestation that we're trying to manifest, that our soul is guiding us towards in the first try. So don't worry about the spirals, the cycles. They're always taking you further. Every time you're getting closer to where you're trying to get to. And the crazy thing is, a lot of times right now, we're not even going to know where we're going to. And that's why it's important for us to follow the joy. It's important for us to follow the things that are lighting us up. It's important for us to follow where we're being pulled to, even if it doesn't make sense to us right now. It's important for us to release the things that aren't feeling good. It's important for us to walk away from those things that aren't feeling good any longer. Whether that's people or places or things or jobs, it doesn't matter. But every day in every now moment, as the ripples continue out and backwards, you will find yourself understanding. You will find yourself becoming more clear. You will find yourself being more guided in clearer ways. And you will find yourself guided in more magical and effortless ways. And your role, your job, what you get to do, what you choose to do, what you get to choose to do. Choice is a key. You get to choose to follow your soul's path. You get to choose to follow where the energy's pulling you. You get to choose to follow the intuition. You get to choose to follow your guides. You get to choose to listen to the innate wisdom that is in your cells, that is in your body, that is drawing you forward in the most perfectly divine timed way. If you pause long enough to listen, and when you say no to shaking the hands of fear that are coming at you in every direction right now, this is the last stand for fear. We're moving through it, and we're going to be moving out of it. But the story is being woven as we're living it, and that's why every choice matters. And that's why I'm sharing this experience I'm having, so that you can be prepared in advance for what you may be experiencing now or in the future. Okay, so that felt a little bit intense. I hope that resonated. I hope that you have received some soul insights on what your next steps are, how you're going to apply what you heard, the bits and pieces that resonate, knowing that you can always come back and listen again at another moment when you're called to it. And if you've loved this episode of Embodied Soul, please like it, share it, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel. It's completely free, and it really helps get the messages and energies out to those who need them. And I look forward to seeing you on next week's episode of Embodied Soul.